everyone. Welcome back to Talk with Hana. I am so happy you are here with us today. Whether you are joining us for the first time or you are one of our amazing regulars, we are so glad you made time for us today.
Hey everyone, great to be here again. Every time we record, I think, this is my favorite part of the week. We get to hang out, talk about English, and hopefully make your day a little better.
Honestly, same. And today I am especially excited because this topic is something I genuinely care about. It is something I wish someone had told me earlier. When I was learning, I used to think improving your English meant sitting at a desk for hours with a textbook, and that just felt so exhausting.
Oh, I totally know that feeling. A lot of learners think improvement has to be hard work. Like, if it is not difficult, it doesn't count. But that's just not true. And today we're going to show you exactly why.
That's right. Today's episode is called There is Always an Easy Way to Improve Your English. And by the end of this episode, you're going to know 3 simple, practical, everyday habits that will genuinely help your English get better without stress, without pressure, and without boring grammar drills.
We're going to talk about easy listening habits, easy speaking habits, and easy reading habits. All 3 are things you can start doing today. Right now. No extra equipment, no special books, just small changes to your daily routine.
And here's our question for you at the start. What do you do right now to improve your English? Do you watch shows? Do you listen to music? Do you talk to yourself in the mirror? We want to know. Write it in the comments below. We love reading what you share.
Yes, let's see all your ideas down there. And before we jump in, please make sure you hit the subscribe button right now so you never miss a new episode from Talk with Hana. We release new content every week and you do not want to miss it. Okay, let's go.
All right, let's start with listening because I think this is one of the most underrated ways to improve your English. A lot of learners skip it because it feels too passive. They think, I'm just sitting here listening. Am I actually learning? And the answer is yes, absolutely yes.
That's such a good point. Listening is how babies learn language before they can even speak. It's how your brain absorbs pronunciation, rhythm, vocabulary, and natural grammar, all at the same time. And the best part? You can do it while doing other things.
Exactly. Here's the formula. Listening plus your regular daily activity equals English improvement. That's it. So think about your day. When do you have time where your ears are free?
Like when you're cooking dinner.
Yes, when you're cooking dinner, put on an English podcast like this one.
When you're walking to work or school.
Yes, put on an English audiobook or a YouTube video. When you're cleaning your room, doing the dishes, getting ready in the morning.
All of those moments are learning moments. And here's what I personally do. Every morning when I'm making my coffee, I listen to 5 minutes of English, just 5 minutes. It's not a big deal, but over weeks and months, it adds up in a huge way.
That's such a great habit. Now here's a tip that makes this even more powerful. Don't just listen passively every single time. Sometimes listen actively. That means listen and repeat, listen and pause. Ask yourself, did I understand that? What was that word? It doesn't have to be long. Even 2 to 3 minutes of active listening a day makes a real difference.
And here's a question for you, our listener. Can you think of one moment in your day when you could add 5 minutes of English listening? Maybe it's your commute. Maybe it's lunch. Maybe it's right before bed. Think about it and write your answer in the comments. We genuinely want to know your routine.
Now, what should you listen to? Great question. The answer is whatever you enjoy. This is so important. If you're bored, your brain switches off and you don't learn. So if you love cooking, listen to English cooking videos. If you love football, find English football commentary. If you love stories, find an English podcast with stories.
And the level matters too. You want to understand about 70 to 80% of what you hear. If you understand everything, it's too easy and you're not learning much new vocabulary. If you understand nothing, it's too frustrating and you give up. That 70 to 80% sweet spot, that's where the magic happens.
So, to quickly summarize, listening every day, even just a few minutes, is one of the easiest and most powerful ways to improve. It fits into your life, it doesn't need extra time, and it works.
Perfect. Listening done. Now let's talk about speaking, and I promise you this one is going to surprise you.
Okay, speaking. I know. For a lot of learners, speaking feels like the scariest part. You worry about making mistakes, you worry about your accent, you worry about forgetting words. And so a lot of people just avoid speaking altogether. But here's the thing, avoiding speaking is the #1 reason people stay stuck.
Yes, and here's the good news. You don't need a conversation partner to practice speaking. You can practice speaking English completely alone, and it's actually really effective.
The technique is called self-talk, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You talk to yourself in English. I know it sounds a little funny, but it works.
Here's how it works in real life. You wake up in the morning and you think out loud in English. Okay, what do I need to do today? I need to go to the supermarket. I need to finish my report. I'm a little tired. Maybe I'll have coffee first.
That's it. Just describing your life in English out loud. And the beautiful thing about self-talk is there's no pressure. Nobody's judging you. You can make mistakes and it doesn't matter. You can stop, correct yourself, and try again. It's the safest speaking practice in the world.
Let's compare two approaches. Compare formal studying to self-talk. In formal studying, you sit down, you open a textbook, you practice sentences that feel stiff and unnatural. In self-talk, you describe your actual life, your actual thoughts, using vocabulary that's real and relevant to you. Which one do you think your brain remembers better?
The self-talk every time because it's personal. Your brain holds on to things that are connected to your real life. So if you say, I need to send an email to my boss, your brain remembers that phrase because it's real.
Here's a 3-step practice for you. First, pick a time of day, maybe morning, maybe evening. Second, describe what you're doing or what you're thinking about. I'm making tea. I'm thinking about the weekend. I want to go somewhere fun. Third, if you get stuck, don't panic. Just use simpler words. That's completely normal, and that's exactly how fluency builds.
And here's an extra challenge for you. Can you describe your morning routine entirely in English right now? Like everything you did this morning, from waking up to sitting here. Try it out loud, and if you want, write a few sentences in the comments. We'd love to see them.
Now, one more thing about speaking. Pronunciation. A lot of learners worry they'll never sound like a native speaker. And here's the honest truth. You don't need to. You just need to be clear and confident. Clarity beats perfection every single time. A warm, confident voice with a bit of an accent is absolutely beautiful. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Preach. I completely agree.
So, to review, self-talk is free, it's flexible, it fits into any day, and it trains your brain to think in English rather than translating from your first language. That transition, thinking directly in English, that's a huge step forward for any learner.
Okay, we've talked about listening and speaking. Now let's talk about reading. And again, I'm not talking about reading a textbook. I'm talking about reading things you actually enjoy.
This is something I started doing about 2 years ago, and it genuinely changed my vocabulary faster than anything else I'd ever tried. I started reading English captions on Instagram, just Instagram, and suddenly I was seeing vocabulary in context every single day without even trying.
That's such a good example, because here's the key principle. Reading in English doesn't have to mean sitting with a novel for an hour. It can be 2 minutes on your phone. It can be the subtitles on a film. It can be a short article while you wait for the bus.
Let me give you some concrete examples of easy English reading you can do every day. First, change your phone to English. Yes, your phone. If your phone is in your language right now, switch it. You'll see hundreds of English words every single day just by using your phone normally. Settings, messages, notifications, all English.
Second, read English content in areas you already love. If you follow cooking accounts, find English cooking accounts. If you like fashion, follow English fashion content. If you like tech, read English tech news. Your interest keeps you engaged, and engagement is what makes new words stick.
Third, use context to understand new words. You don't need to look up every word you don't know. Read the whole sentence. Read the paragraph. Often, you can guess the meaning from the context. And when you guess correctly, you actually remember it better than if you had just looked it up in a dictionary.
That's so true. I remember learning the word reluctant from a novel. The sentence was something like, she was reluctant to leave, but she knew she had to. I didn't know the word, but from the context from she knew she had to, I understood it meant she didn't really want to, and I've never forgotten it.
Perfect example. And here's a little interactive practice for you. I'm going to give you a sentence with a missing word, and I want you to try to guess the meaning from context. Ready?
Let's do it. Situation 1. You want to improve your listening. Option A, you sit down at a desk every evening for 1 hour of focused English listening. Option B, you add English audio to things you already do, your commute, your cooking, your morning routine, for around 20 to 30 minutes total each day. Which is better?
Option B, and here's why. Consistency beats intensity. 30 minutes every day is more powerful than 1 hour once in a while. And when it's attached to something you already do, you actually stick to it.
Exactly. Situation 2. You want to improve your speaking. Option A, you wait until you feel confident and then try speaking to a native speaker. Option B, you start self-talk today, alone, quietly, and build your confidence gradually. Which is better?
Option B again, because option A may never happen. You might wait forever. Option B builds real confidence step by step, and that confidence is what eventually makes you feel ready for real conversations.
Situation 3. You want to improve your vocabulary. Option A, you memorize a list of 50 new words every week. Option B, you read content you enjoy in English and let new words appear naturally in context. Which is better? Option B. Research actually supports this. Vocabulary that you encounter in meaningful context sticks far better than vocabulary from a list. Your brain links the word to a memory, a feeling, a situation. That is what makes it permanent. Now here is your challenge. Take one of these 3 habits, listening, speaking, or reading, and commit to trying it for just 7 days, just 1 week. And after 7 days, come back and tell us in the comments, did you notice a difference? We genuinely want to hear from you.
Do not try to be perfect. Try to be consistent. That is the real secret.
Okay, everyone, we are at the end of today's episode, and I am so glad we have this conversation. Let me quickly remind you of everything we covered today.
We covered 3 core areas. Number 1, listening. Adding English listening to the moments in your day that are already free. Your commute, your cooking, your morning routine. Consistent, enjoyable, and incredibly effective. Number 2, speaking. Using self-talk to train your brain to think in English, to build confidence without pressure, and to practice every single day without needing anyone else.
Number 3, reading. Switching your phone to English, following English content in areas you love, and using context to understand new words rather than always reaching for a dictionary. 3 simple habits, 0 extra time required, just small, smart adjustments to the life you already live. And that is the whole message of today's episode. There is always an easy way. You do not have to suffer to improve. You just have to be a little clever about it.
And here's our final reflective question for you. Out of the 3 habits we talked about today, listening, speaking, and reading, which one do you think will make the biggest difference in your English right now? Think about where you are in your learning journey and what you need most. Write your answer in the comments. We read every single one.
We really do read them, and we love hearing from you. So please like this video, share it with a friend who is learning English, leave us a comment, and most importantly, subscribe to Talk with Hana so you don't miss our next episode. We have so much more coming for you, and we cannot wait to share it.
You are doing amazing. Seriously. The fact that you spent this time learning today says everything about your commitment and your character. Keep going. Keep listening, keep speaking, keep reading. Every small step you take is getting you closer to the fluent, confident English speaker you are becoming. We will see you next time.